What's up, fam? This is your girl Amanda, and I'm coming back to y'all with Amanda Vlogs. So let's talk Jazzy Rowe, and her real name is Chanel Rowe. And if y'all have not heard about this situation that has occurred because it went viral yesterday, then I want to talk about it because it is very sad, sick, disgusting, and very evil. Okay, so this is what's going on. Jazzy goes to the University of Hartford in Connecticut, and she had a roommate. Her name was Brianna Brochu or Brochu. Sorry if I pronounced her name wrong. But apparently, Brianna did not like Jazzy for some apparent reason. We don't know why. Apparently, something was going on in Brianna's head. She has a little mental issues or something like that to do stuff like this. But she started doing stuff to Jazzy that you would think, like, how would one person have the gall to do this to anybody? But she started doing things like putting Modi clam juice in Jazzy's lotions, her coconut oil. She would take her toothbrush and she would just put it anywhere. God knows where she put the toothbrush. Who knows where she put that toothbrush? She would turn off the light when Jazzy was doing her homework. It's just little things that she was doing to Jazzy that just was like outlandish and just did not make any sense. And Jazzy does not know why this girl was doing this. And she did make a live video on Facebook, and I watched it, and I will put a clip of it in this video as well. But Jazzy did not know why she was doing this to her. And I don't think it had anything to do with Jazzy. I think it had a lot to do with Brianna and her mental issues. She may have been jealous of Jazzy. She may be a little racist. I don't know what it is. But the fact that Brianna actually bragged about it on her private Instagram page says a lot about her mentality. It says a lot about her. Who brags about doing crazy ass shit like she did to Jazzy? Who does that? Like, did she not know that, or did she not figure that someone would actually feel for Jazzy and go tell Jazzy and let Jazzy know about the whole situation? All I know is that she did not like Jazzy. And what she did to her was very sick. It was sad, disgusting, and just evil. Evil, evil, evil. And I will say this, karma will not treat her well at all. She will get every bad karma that you can think of. I am a firm believer in karma, and Brianna is going to get some bad ass karma. Okay, so anyway, you guys, I am going to show you a clip of this live video that Jazzy posted on Facebook. So check it out.
Where do you go? All right, I go to the University of Hartford. Okay, I go to the University of Hartford. It's in Connecticut. And I'm not from here. Okay. So basically, I moved in August 27th, right, this summer. And I was assigned a roommate by random. And basically, I moved out about 2 weeks ago. And I moved out because I felt like I was unwanted in my own room, right? But this is not even like the huge part. So I basically felt like I was unwanted in my own room, you know, like I was ignored. I was like a ghost in my own room, you know, like I was disrespected, and not like physically, but like if the person was to walk into the room and see me doing work, like she'll turn off the light and just walk out, and just like a whole bunch of petty, disrespectful stuff. But me, I never said anything because I don't want to start any conflict. I'll easily like just turn on my personal light, you know what I'm saying? But basically, while I've been here, I've been getting sick. Not knowing why I've been getting sick. It started with throat pain, and I thought maybe because it's colder up here, I'm just probably catching a cold. You know what I'm saying? But usually when I catch a cold, it starts in my throat, and then I get the other, like the actual cold. I realized I didn't get the actual cold. You know what I'm saying? And the sore throat pain got worse, and it was just throat pain. And this was happening for about a month. So it got to the point where like 3 and a half weeks in, it got to the point where I had extreme throat pain that I couldn't sleep, to the point where I couldn't speak. Like, I would try to whisper and I could barely whisper. So I decided, let me go to the health clinic on campus, because I can't let another day go by, you know what I'm saying? Because it's got so worse. So I went to the health clinic. They did 3 tests and they gave me antibiotics, but I got the antibiotics before I got the test back, because they asked me if I want it first or do I want to wait. But I didn't want to go through another sleepless night with such extreme pain. So took the antibiotic. The 3 tests that they did came back negative, right? Still, nobody knows what's wrong with me. All they know is that there's some type of bad bacteria in my throat causing all this pain. So a couple of days go by and I decide I don't need to move out my room because I feel unwanted, this, that, and the third. This is not how roommates are supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was a whole bunch of things going on. Mind you, I was really super nice with my roommate. Like, I shared my microwave, shared my fridge, fed her fish. She left every weekend, blah, 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 whatever. So I decided to go about go look information by myself to go move out. So I found a roommate real quick and I was going to move out. So one night, I went in my room and I was taking little things one by one, just starting to move it into the new room. Out of nowhere, it's like I was existing for once since I moved in. My prior roommate asked me, "Oh, are you moving out?" She paused her movie and everything. I was like, "Yes." Like, I just said a one-word response, "Yes." So she made a face, said, "Okay." And then I seen her texting on her phone. I assumed that she was just telling all her friends that I was moving out. 5 minutes later, I go down the steps of my old building, about to walk out into my new building, when I'm approached by my old neighbor and 2 RAs. My old neighbor tells me, "Oh, Chanel, I sent you something on the phone. You need to look at it. It's super important." Me not knowing what's going on, my hands full, I couldn't look at my phone. So she shows me on her phone herself. Apparently, this girl posted on her Instagram that something, like, I wasn't friends with her on Instagram. So other people on campus are seeing all this stuff that she's publicly posting, okay? So she posted what she's been doing ever since I moved in. And now I'm going to read you exactly, like, here's the paragraph. The only stuff I have is what was sent to me. I don't have everything she's been posting, or, you know, all the videos that she posted to me, because she would post videos of me eating, saying, "Oh, if only she knew where her utensils been," or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to read you what I was sent, what she posted 5 minutes before I left my room when I told her I was moving out. So here's a screenshot. It's a paragraph, and I'm going to read it to you. "Finally did it. Your girl got rid of her roommate. After 1.5 months of spitting in her coconut oil, putting moldy clam dip in her lotions, rubbing used tampons on her backpack, putting her toothbrush places where the sun doesn't shine, and so much more, I can finally say goodbye to Jamaican Barbie." So this is the paragraph, right? She posts that on her Instagram. Then she starts posting pictures of what she's been doing to me, right? So she posts pictures of my Steve Madden backpack. I don't know if you can see the little spots, but it's tampon blood stains, right? Tampon blood stains, okay? So she has her period blood stains on my bag. I don't have the bag on me because public safety removed it, because they said it was a health hazard, and the fact that I've been sleeping next to this thing. I usually keep my bag open, right, on my bed, right? See this little wooden post thing in the corner of my bed? I usually keep it hooked and then have the flap open. So the flap opens on my sheets. And I always sleep towards the bag flap where the blood is. Right? I've been sleeping there for months, and the bag's been hanging there, and I wasn't using it because I have multiple bags, you know what I'm saying? So I use different bags, and that one's just been sitting there with blood on it. Me not knowing, right? Sleeping there taking in all the nonsense. But that's just my backpack. Like, if you really go in depth. Now, here's another picture that she posted, okay? This is something that was in my fridge. Of my fridge that I shared with this girl that I didn't know she had this type of shit in it. I'm just thinking, I'm sharing the fridge with her, I bought the fridge, I bought the microwave, I'm sharing my stuff with her, and I don't have a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's just food. Sis posts the picture and says, like, this is moldy clam dip that I've been mixing in with her face lotions. Then she takes pictures of my mail and posts it wherever, talking shit. My thing is, I keep looking at this paragraph, right? Because the paragraph says so much stuff she done. And at the same time, she says she's done so much more. I don't know the so much more. I've been using my toothbrush for how long? She says she puts my toothbrush places the sun doesn't shine. What else? The fact that I have blood where I sleep and I didn't know. I've been using my coconut oil, coconut oil is expensive, The organic virgin coconut oils, that's what I use, right? And I don't go to no health beauty supply store. I go to, what's it called, organic stores or wholesale food stores or Trader Joe's to buy them. Them things are expensive, right? She's over here putting moldy clam dip in her spit and saliva and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I have a video the day after I discovered this and, like, had to get public safety involved and the police and file reports and things like that. In the process of me moving out my things, I'm discovering new things. Like, I took a video of my coconut oil, right? I'm going to show you the video. It was so hard to open the coconut oil. And it smelled so bad. Let me find it. But my thing is, the following day after I moved all my things out, right? That night, I had to sign. I was up until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. moving things out and things like that by myself into my neighbor's room. Because I had to sleep in my neighbor's room before I moved into my actual new room. Because I didn't know all this stuff was going to happen. I had to fill out a no contact agreement, which is basically kind of like a restraining order, but campus wise, just no contact. Like, me and her can't have any contact with this, that, and, any of that. So the following day, after I moved all my stuff into my new room, and the people who are in charge of the residential life on campus come to me to collect my old room key, right? They come to me, knock on the door. I give them the old room key. I sign it out. And it's this lady and then there's this man. And instead of taking the old room key, signing out, and going about their business, they say, oh, I just want to reassure you about the no contact agreement. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I already know. Because when I signed the no contact agreement, it's like 4 bullets. And the lady who I signed it with, I made sure I questioned every single one of them bullets so I don't, go against it. And they're telling me, oh, well, just to let you know, the situation is over, so don't speak about it or else you can be removed from the residential side of campus. Basically saying I can't live on campus. Like, that will happen if I speak about the situation and saying the situation's over. How's the situation over? The situation just started. This don't make no type of sense, right? Plus, the no contact agreement, I went with a meeting with the same lady who I signed the no contact agreement with today, right? This chick said she was confused. She basically said that my no contact agreement had nothing to do with the situation. It's just I can't come in contact physically with the old roommate. Vice versa. She can't have my phone number or social media or anything like that. There's just no contact. That has nothing to do with me speaking on the situation or the situation being over. The situation isn't over. Nothing's happening, right? And then at the same time, nothing can be done, right? I can't get anything done, like, to progress in the whole situation, because you have to wait for public safety to finish the investigation in order for this to go like up. You know what I'm saying? So like things can actually start happening, right? What's it called?
So y'all saw the video, and so a lot of people are on Jazzy's side. A lot of people feel sorry for her, and a lot of people have dragged Brianna in the mud, and it has been all over the internet since yesterday. And so I want to talk about this video. And I absolutely 100% believe Jazzy, because just by looking at her roommate, she looks a little crazy in the head. But I really honestly believe Jazzy and everything she said. And another thing that I want to point out in the video is that Jazzy had to sign a no contact agreement. Why is it that she had to sign a no contact agreement when she was not even the one who did anything wrong? Why is the University of Hartford going on? It seemed like they're going on the side of Brianna. They're siding with Brianna. That's just me. And which is quite crazy to me. Why is it that Jazzy had to sign this agreement? I'm not sure if Brianna did or whatnot, but for the fact that they made her sign that is quite ridiculous to me. And I did hear and read that Brianna was arrested, but she had a $1,000 bail. $1,000? This is a hate crime. This is a hate crime because apparently she hated Jazzy for some odd reason for her to do this. This is a hate crime. And for her to only have a bail of $1,000, it's quite ridiculous. And like Jazzy said in the video, I don't know if I put that in that video, but she mentioned that if the roles were reversed, if she was doing that to a white person, then it would be totally different. It would be totally different. And I totally agree with Jazzy, because I hate to say it, y'all. I hate to say it, and I hate to throw the race card, but y'all can't disagree with me on this one. White people have privilege, and those are facts. Facts. Hashtag facts. Do not argue with me about that. But I also read that the University of Hartford did expel Brianna as well, and I think the only reason why they did that because of the backlash they were getting. People were dragging the University of Hartford. They was dragging everything about this situation because everyone is on Jazzy's side. And for the people, especially the white people, I know that not every white person is like this, and there were some people white people that were siding with Jazzy and saying that, not every white person is like how Brianna is. And so everyone was saying that she needs to sue, which I really do agree. I do believe that Jazzy parents need to get involved. They need to get an attorney, and they need to sue, because this is clearly a hate crime. A hate crime. Like, how can you put bloody tampons on someone's backpack? That's like a biohazard right there. Blood is like a biohazard. That is disgusting. Disgusting. You're spitting in people's stuff. Like, what did she do to you? Why is your life so miserable? You're only 18 years old, and your life is that miserable already? Go get a checkup. Clearly she fell through the cracks, especially when it comes to her mental health. Or either she knows that she's mentally ill and she does not take her medicine on time. Something is actually wrong with this chick. Actually wrong with her. And so, like I said, I do think that an attorney needs to be involved. I think that Brianna needs to do more jail time. She needs to do jail time because it's a hate crime, and it's ridiculous. And what I read, she was charged with second-degree breach of peace and third-degree criminal mischief. They are both misdemeanors, and they will show up on court records. And first of all, I think she needs to have first-degree breach of peace and first-degree criminal mischief, because what she did was just awful. It's sick, evil, sadistic, and just evil. And so that's my thoughts about this whole situation. I just felt so bad for Jazzy because she was actually sick behind this. She got sick. She had bacteria in her throat. She was thinking that she had a cold. And God knows what was this chick doing to her toothbrush. She was poisoning her, basically. This girl was poisoned. She could have died from this bacteria. She could have died at the hands of Brianna. But thank God that she is okay and she is well enough to speak about this whole situation, because it did go viral. Everybody was like, oh my God, we cannot believe this is going on. And so this whole situation is just awful. I want to hear from the parents. I don't believe the parents spoke out as of yet. And so I want to see what the parents have to say about this whole situation, because Jazzy gave her side of it as well. And so what do y'all think about this whole situation? Outlandish, right? Outlandish. I'm sure that y'all would feel the same way as I feel about this whole situation, because it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. So y'all know what y'all gotta do. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like these. And y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video. Alrighty, bye.